Sometimes the most powerful changes happen in the silence, in the things you can't see yet. Awareness is the key to breaking free from the illusions you never realized you were trapped in. The mind is a maze, and often we're wandering it without even realizing the exits are right in front of us. What if the answers you've been seeking have always been right there, just waiting for you to open your eyes? You're blind to the blessings surrounding you, not because they aren't there, but because your mind is elsewhere. The world keeps changing around you, but you're still stuck in a loop of unawareness. Sometimes you can't see what's happening because you're too focused on what you think should be happening. The truth is often staring you in the face, but you're too distracted to recognize it. You're searching for answers in places that are miles away, while the key is quietly sitting right under your nose. We often look for signs in grand gestures, when the smallest of moments are the ones carrying the most meaning. Unseen forces are always at play, shaping your path without your conscious realization. You walk through life thinking you're in control, but sometimes it's the universe quietly guiding you. What you feel inside is what manifests outside, but often we are too unaware to connect the dots. The answers you seek may be hidden beneath the surface of your daily routine, waiting for you to notice. We often underestimate the power of our own intuition, thinking it's nothing more than random thoughts. When your heart whispers, listen closely. It's trying to tell you something important, even if you don't fully understand. There's magic happening around you every day, and yet you're too distracted to notice. You think you're looking for something new, but the old truths have been with you all along. Sometimes we search for purpose in faraway places, but it's found in the quiet moments and simple truths around us. You're unaware of the beauty unfolding in your life because you're too busy chasing something elusive. What if the universe is speaking to you in ways you haven't learned to understand yet? You're missing the bigger picture because you're too fixated on the tiny details. Life isn't about searching for the perfect answer. It's about learning to see what's already right in front of you. We often ignore the whispers of our soul, thinking they're just fleeting thoughts, when in reality, they're guiding us. Every moment is full of meaning, but we often don't notice it until it's too late. You're so focused on what you think you need that you fail to see the gifts life is offering right now. You're unaware of how far you've come because you're always focused on how far you think you need to go. The truth is simple, yet we complicate it with our minds, missing its simplicity because we expect it to be complex. Change doesn't always announce itself with grand gestures. Sometimes it slips in quietly, unnoticed, until it's already shifting your world. What's happening around you may be far more significant than you realize. but only if you choose to pay attention. Sometimes the things you fear most are the very things that hold the key to your growth. You're unaware of the love that surrounds you because you've been looking for it in all the wrong places. The most important lessons often come when you're least expecting them, underneath the surface of daily life. You're so focused on what's next that you don't see how far you've already come. You can't move forward if you're constantly looking over your shoulder, missing the moments happening now. What you feel inside is shaping the world around you, even if you can't see it yet. The power to change your life is often in the small decisions you make every day, though you may not realize it. You're waiting for a sign, not knowing that life has already been sending you messages all along. Awareness is the first step toward transformation. But first, you have to recognize that something needs to change. Sometimes you have to stop and look around, because the answers you seek have always been quietly surrounding you. Your life is filled with moments that could change everything, but only if you're paying attention. You're so caught up in the noise that you fail to hear the subtle whispers of your true desires. The universe doesn't always shout its lessons. Sometimes it speaks in whispers, hoping you'll listen. The more you ignore the little signs, the harder it becomes to see the bigger picture. You're unaware of your own power, constantly looking for it outside yourself when it's always been inside. Growth happens in moments of stillness, yet you're too busy rushing to notice the changes happening quietly within. You're constantly looking for validation from others when the only approval you need is your own. You can't see the progress you've made because you're too focused on what you haven't achieved yet. Your intuition is your guide, but you're too distracted to trust the whispers it sends your way. The world changes around you, but sometimes you're too stuck in your thoughts to see how much you've already transformed. The key to your happiness is often hiding in plain sight, waiting for you to notice it. You're unaware of the shifts happening inside you because you're always looking outward for change. The path to fulfillment doesn't always show itself as you expect, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Sometimes it's the quietest moments that carry the most profound changes, but only if you're paying attention. You're looking for answers in all the wrong places when the truth is, it's right where you are. Sometimes the smallest changes make the biggest difference, but you won't notice them until you stop and truly look. The things that scare you most are often the things you need to face in order to see the truth you've been avoiding. You're so focused on the end goal that you forget to enjoy the journey that's unfolding right under your feet. The most important discoveries about yourself often come when you least expect them, in moments of stillness. The world is full of lessons, but you can only learn them if you open your eyes and embrace what's happening around you. Sometimes the truth is buried beneath layers of distractions, but with patience, it will always rise to the surface. You're so caught up in the noise that you miss the whispers of the answers you've been seeking. In every moment, life is trying to show you something new. If only you take the time to notice. The world may be changing around you, but you won't see it until you stop and look with open eyes. You're constantly searching for purpose when it's quietly growing within you, waiting to be recognized. The most powerful moments in life often go unnoticed because they don't come with a loud announcement. You're so focused on what you lack that you fail to recognize everything you already have right in front of you. The universe sends its messages in many forms, and you're unaware of how they're speaking to you right now. Life is full of miracles, but they go unnoticed because you're too busy looking for them in grand gestures. Sometimes the answers you seek are hidden within the questions you've been avoiding to ask. There's a world of possibility right beneath your feet, but you're too distracted to notice its potential. The universe isn't waiting for you to catch up. It's simply asking you to be present in the moment. You're unaware of how much power you hold because you've been conditioned to look for it elsewhere. The universe speaks to you through feelings and signs, but you're often too blind to hear its quiet messages. Sometimes the simplest actions are the ones that change everything, but only if you're paying attention. The present moment is all you have, yet it often goes unnoticed as you chase after what you think you need. You're so busy looking for the future that you miss the subtle beauty of the present unfolding right now. The truth is subtle, often hidden behind the veil of your own fears and doubts. Once you lift it, you'll see clearly. You may be waiting for a sign, not realizing that the sign you've been looking for is the very moment you're in. We often look for signs in dramatic events, when the smallest change in your day might hold the most meaning. Your mind is racing ahead, but the answers you seek are patiently waiting for you to slow down and listen. The most profound shifts happen not when you plan for them, but when you open your heart to the unexpected. Sometimes the hardest thing is realizing that what you're searching for is already within your grasp. You think you're stuck, but in reality, you're in the perfect position to see things from a new perspective. Life is always moving, but you won't notice its rhythm unless you stop to listen to its quiet pulse. The answers to your questions are not always found in the future, but in the present moment you're ignoring. You're waiting for the perfect moment to act, not realizing that this moment is already perfect. What you think you want may not be what you need, but it's only by being aware that you can truly see the difference. The beauty of life lies in its simplicity, yet we often overlook it, caught up in the complexity of our thoughts. You're unaware of the transformation happening within you because you're too focused on the outward appearance of change. The universe doesn't wait for you to be ready. It simply offers you the lessons you need when you need them.